No more show at late night. Nothing but illustrious guests. Tonight, we are honored to have who in the building, Mero?
Finally, the brands have collided. We have the illustrious comedian, artist, genius, and Michael Jordan of showing his cock on television. Eric Andre, ladies and gentlemen.
Eric Andre in the building. Give it up for Eric Andre.
Thank you.
Listen, right off the back, big shout out to you. You are a huge inspiration for everything we do in comedy. We used to sit and watch the Eric Andre show, and we was just like, how do we make this? How do we take this show and make it our own? You put us on our path, and we want to say thank you, Eric.
The feeling is mutual. I love you guys, and you guys are just getting more and more successful. It's so nice. You guys did it all on your own, no help. You just grinded, hard work, and it paid off. And fuck Viceland, Showtime, shout out. You're probably finally getting paid. Shots fired. I don't give a fuck. I'm letting it all hang out tonight.
Let it all hang out.
I'm letting it all hang out. I don't give a fuck. Shout out to the Hunts Point 6 train stop. Shout out to Wayne Reed.
Yo. Now, I remember reading an article about the Eric Andre show that when you first recorded it, it was like in a empty bodega, right?
Yeah, so I think it was like either Bushwick or not Bed-Stuy. It was like the Kosciuszko stop on the JMZ, I want to say.
Right.
There was this abandoned bodega that they like turned into like a punk rock like show space. Then that fell apart. Then kids were just going in there and doing drugs and doing graffiti and stuff. And then that kind of fell apart. And then we rented it out from the guy for like $300 and we filmed the first version of the Eric Andre show in there. I'm eating blueberries. I'm sorry.
Yo, no, it's beautiful, man. You gotta stay healthy.
It's healthy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, shout out to Golden Crust. Shout out to the goat curry platter at Golden Crust.
Here we
Talk
go.
about it. Shout out to Ting with a little bit of rum in it.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure you get there before 11 a.m. or it's going to be sold out.
Exactly.
This is the Haitian, Dominican, Jamaican connection right now.
There we go. Right there, the triangle.
And love between all Caribbean people. Caribbean people used to fucking hate each other when I was growing up. I wouldn't tell Jamaicans or Dominicans I was Haitian. Now we love each other. It's all love, peace, and love.
Now we're just like, yo, Americans, stay out of here. Go away. We know you love the beaches here and shit, but go away, please.
You guys can't come back. Yo, Eric, your new comedy special, Legalize Everything. I've seen it. Hilarious.
Thank you.
And it's definitely in your comic style because it's got that kind of chaotic, wow, dick jokes here. But at the same time, you're talking about like the cops, police brutality, social justice. How do you find that balance? How are you able to just like walk that line?
You gotta have that balance because if you're too political the whole time, you're kind of preachy and then you lose the audience. But if it's dick jokes the whole time, there's no dynamics, there's no variety. Right. You gotta. It's called highbrow, lowbrow. You gotta go like poop joke, then something political. Dick joke, something political. You gotta like go up and down and intertwine the two to keep the audience's attention.
That's the formula, man. Like, yo, that show was so iconic, bro. And it was like, also, like, how did Hannibal come into the mix? Because he was like your perfect, like, you know what I mean? Like, your guys' energy.
Hannibal and I have been doing it since the very beginning, since we filmed in that bodega. Me and him were doing awful open mic comedy together in like 2005. And then I just thought he was genius from the when I first saw his stand-up. And he's perfect because polar opposite in energy.
Energy, yeah. It was just like
complete opposite in energy.
Yes,
I'm sweating. I was shouting out the Bronx and Golden Crust so hard, I'm like sweating.
Got the drip. It's natural. It's natural. Don't fight it. Yeah, shout out to Hannibal. Hannibal, like when we met Hannibal, that was like one of the coolest people we've ever met in Hollywood. It was South by Southwest, and he was just chopping it up with us the whole time. Just a good dude. Shout out to the homie.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, buddy, I have a. You don't remember this, Eric, because this is like a throwaway. It was at a Dave Chappelle show at Radio City Music Hall, and I was in the audience, and I seen you, and I came up to you, and I was like, "Yo, Eric, big fan, we gotta get you on the show, and you were just like, "I'm sorry, I have no idea who you are."
Oh no! No way, that did not happen.
That happened, yes.
There's no way I would say that.
No, you said it you didn't say it like in a mean way. You were just like, could you remind me who, like, you didn't know who I was, but then I went and talked to Cypher Sounds, and he was like, yo, DESUS, and then you were like, oh, you're DESUS. Because at the time, we weren't, like, the show had just started, so you didn't know what I looked like. You might have just known us off of Twitter.
Brutally honest? Usually I'm like, yeah, I'll hit you up.
Yeah, no doubt, bro.
Nah, you really. But the thing was, I was just like, yo, I talked to Eric Andre. That's crazy, bro.
Really, I feel like our shows came out at the same time. It feels like you guys are so.
No, this was super early on our we weren't really on the radar yet. We had just gotten off of Joking Off on MTV too.
Yeah,
so
man.
those were rough
times.
So is there still Golden Crust? Does Golden Crust still exist?
Oh yeah, Golden Crust still exists, still out there selling overpriced patties and stuff. We out here.
I love Go Curry. I fuck with Go Curry.
It's so good, right?
The thing that I fuck about that I love about you the most, I fuck with so super hard, is that like you literally just do whatever the fuck you want, and like and you get to cook. Like how do you confess? Because you know how it is, bro. When you go into like pitch meetings and like shit like that, and you're with executives, you're like, yo, this is what I'm trying to do. Like, do you actually tell them what you're trying to do, or are you like ask for forgiveness instead of permission type of dude?
Well, a little bit of both. I mean, I've only really successfully sold one show, and it's the Eric Andre show, and that we did just by filming it ourselves, because I knew I wouldn't be able to sell it with just a pitch. I knew it wouldn't like convey what I was trying to do with the show. So we went out and we filmed this thing in the bodega, but we also filmed like a prank where I dressed up like Ronald McDonald and I went into a McDonald's. That was in Manhattan. That was like right across the street from NYU, and we did it again in Union Square. So I went in McDonald's dressed as Ronald McDonald, smoking a cigarette, and I fired everybody. I was like, I'm the boss. You're fired. You're hired. You're fired. and then we drove way out into the country, and me and Jermaine Fowler crashed this Civil War reenactment. We dressed like slaves, and while all the white people were doing this Civil War shit, we jumped out in slave shit, dressed like Kunta Kinte, and we were like, hide us! Help us! Hide us! And we had our white friend Sean chase us around with a whip, like, get back here, Toby! So we filmed all that by ourselves, and I edited it together, and then I sent that to Adult Swim, and that's how I got the show. So that's all I know on how to get a show, and that's the only show I've ever sold. So, and then everything else, I just try to push it to the legal limit. I've pushed it over the limit and gotten arrested before, and that sucks. So I did not get arrested.
Yes.
You guys get free shoes?
Sometimes, but still gotta buy them.
Every now and then. Give me some Jordans. What's up, man?
What size are you?
Let me hold some Jordans. 11 and a half.
11. Oh, that's a perfect size right there. Woo. You don't gotta like a connect.
No, I'm talking shit. I
know, that's what I figured. I'm like, oh, you gotta have some kicks. Come on, bro.
We're not like you sitting on the floor in like a Airbnb and shit, like you don't got sneakers on deck, bro. Come on.
Yo, so how's Corona been how's the quarantine?
Sucks, man. I don't want to fucking get out of my house. I've been drinking too much.
Yeah.
But here's all the alcohol I've been.
Hey yo. This looks like an episode of Bar Rescue.
I like rum. I got a lot of Jamaican rum. I got Hennessy. I'm half black. I got a big thing of Hennessy. Don't worry.
Hey, the hen dog.
Was like, wait a minute. But I got a lot of. I love rum. I love Haitian rum, and I got Cuban rum, which you can't get in America. I snuck this into America.
Ooh, oh wow, nice. The flex.
Oh shit, smuggler shit. We out here.
Smuggling. Eric Andre, comedian, smuggler with a bird on it. He's out here.
He has 2 kilos taped to his thighs right now. Wow.
You guys still live in the Bronx, or what's up? Where you guys at?
I had too many kids, bro. Like I literally could not fit in my apartment and I had to move to
Jersey.
Yeah. I was like, because during the discussion, it was just like, yo, it's impossible to buy a house in New York City, dog. Like, unless you're like a multimillionaire. I was just like, bro, like I'm looking at houses and like you get a trap house for like $800,000. I was like, fam, I got 4 kids. Like, I wanted to have like, you know, a little space to run around and shit. Like,
you're fertile. Is your wife Dominican, Puerto Rican?
Jewish.
Jewish Dominican. You know I'm Jewish and Haitian.
Oh shit! Hispaniola
combination.
Dominicans.
I went to Haiti. I saw Christopher Columbus's fucking anchor and shit.
Oh wow!
I just went to the island. That's fucking crazy. You got a Dominican. I know some Dominican Jews. I can't remember off the top of my head. But okay,
they're out there.
You get circumcised later after the marriage or what?
No, you know the wildest shit though is like
Like you got an anteater dick.
Yeah, no, I got flaps. 5 anteaters in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like all of them, and they all pull them like fucking his fucking Laffy Taffy. Like they're in the shower, like just playing with their little dicks. I'm like, yo, stop, you're gonna hurt yourself.
This is a very Eric Andre interview. No, look how many stickers I got. There's no way I could have. There's no way I could have kids.
So you're in the city. You're in Manhattan.
No, I'm still in the Bronx.
Okay, BX. You know, I don't think I've ever been to the Bronx more than like 5 times in my life.
You gotta live there.
You know what? That means we have to bring when everything opens up. We got to wild out in the Bronx with Eric Andre.
Yeah, what are we gonna do? You got to take me to some place. I want to eat some Jamaican food.
We're gonna get Jamaican food. We're gonna get you some coochie Fritos. We're gonna get you Orchard Beach. We gonna do it, bro. And we're gonna do it in full body green suits, so we can put overlay graphics on them.
You know what I'm saying? Get sponsored. Shit. Right. Like a human NASCAR car and shit, like running down Orchard Beach and shit, but just with the dick hole cut out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like yo, when you were talking about like high, low, like I don't know what the I mentioned this shit before, but I forget what magazine it is that has like the culture matrix where it's like highbrow, lowbrow, despicable, whatever. And I was like, I always looked at that like, yo, that's a good like barometer of like for comedy. Like, yo, like, you know, keep the shit into like up here, but then you gotta come down here and come down here. Like, you know, mix it up. So,
right.
You know,
I mean,
like
that's why your guys' show works. You guys are obviously hyper intelligent, but you can talk shit like you're with your homies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta be able to like talk shit like with your boys, but you guys are smart. You know what I mean? And that you guys have that balance that makes you guys. That's what makes you guys so successful. You know.
Thanks, Eric. How you feeling about the election?
Miserable. I feel miserable about this country. I feel miserable about this fucking election. I'm miserable about everything. I was a Bernie supporter, so you know. I'm glad Bloomberg lost. Fuck stop and frisk. Fuck Bloomberg.
Yeah, it's always fuck Bloomberg.
Did you guys ever get thrown up against the fucking gate by the cops?
Bro, we're from the Bronx. Like we getting that, bro. We have double-digit stop and frisk memories.
Really?
Okay? Listen.
It was part of my high school graduation ceremony.
Oh my god,
bro! Literally, it was at one point like we were getting in the position before the cops even said stop and frisk. Like the cops would just stop the car. You just be like, all right, let's go.
All right, the nearest brick wall. All right, go ahead.
How you doing, Officer Johnson? How's your wife? All right,
is everything cool? No, I'm not super into butt play.
You caught that Knick game last night? Yeah. Whoa, LJ, wow, like
that sucked. I can't believe it.
It was wild.
I can't believe it, but it's fucked up.
Yeah, no, and the fucked up shit is that you grow up thinking like, yo, this is regular, this is normal, like this is what cops are supposed to do, and now at our big age, we're like, yo, hold up, this is not right.
Yes, I love that Mike Bloomberg got fucking roasted during those debates. That Elizabeth Warren roasting him, and he was like,
well, I mean, I'm rich and stock,
pretty
right?
much.
Yeah. So how about that?
He wasted so much money with that fake presidential run.
Much money.
Like,
but you know what's wild?
Could have went to anything else.
Like to him, I feel like wasting that money was like if you leave an avocado overnight and you throw it out. Like that's the equivalent of
he's worth 80. He's worth like 80
trillion gazillion dollars.
Yeah.
So
he didn't even feel that.
Didn't feel that at all.
Feel that at all.
Wait, so where in the Bronx are you living?
South Bronx, over by Mott Haven.
I dated a Jamaican girl off the Hunts Point stop on the 6th train, like in 2005. That's my only, that McDonald's off that 6th stop.
Right there. It's right there. It's a couple of blocks away. Oh, wow.
I was like, broke, 99-cent menu, fucking.
Listen, everybody has a point in their life where the dollar menu has held you down.
Yeah.
Where you had it memorized. You were like, let me get a McChicken, a McDouble, and you know what? Let me get the 4 nuggets. Thank you.
Yo, you know what? Let me get him a chicken with cheese. T-Shot, I know you, so like hook me up. Don't charge me 30 cents for the cheese. Because I don't got it.
Eric, what advice would you give any up-and-coming young comedians just starting in the game?
It's more hard work than anything. Like you can be the funniest guy amongst your friends, but if you're not willing to put in the work like it's all gonna go to shit. You have to put in a ton of hours. You just have to love it and be obsessed with it, so it doesn't feel like work. But you have to grind, and your failures make you stronger. Failure is the greatest teacher. So just go up every night on stage, bomb, rewrite your jokes, keep chipping away. But it's a marathon, not a sprint. You really gotta put in the hours.
What's your favorite like medium to like work in? Because like stand up.
I like pranking. I like pranking people. I like going on the street and the subway and pranking people. We're doing a 5th season of the Eric Andre show, and I was actually at the Hunts Point stop. We started there. I dressed like an MTA subway conductor, and I had a live rat with me. And I was going up to people on the subway on the 6th train with this rat crawling all over me. Like, did anybody lose a rat? I'm looking for the original owner. And people were like, get the fuck away from me.
That is the best one.
Jamaican grandmas were like jumping out of their seat, like jumping down the fucking subway. I was like, you're a rat. Like, people were,
listen, that was one of the funniest scenes.
Away from me.
That was one of the funniest scenes on the Eric Andre show. I think maybe it was the L train when you had all the M&Ms in the Jai Ali suit thing, and like you were just dropping M&Ms on people, and then because I'm watching it as a New Yorker, and I'm like, what the fuck would I do in that situation? If someone just comes on the train and is just dropping like in your mind, you'd be like, yo, get the fuck out of here. But at the same time, you're like, yo, because then you're looking at other people like, do you see this? Is this guy got M&Ms? Yo, what's going on? Like.
That's how jaded New Yorkers are, dog. You can see some shit like that on the subway and just be like,
yeah. You either
get like, yo, this motherfucker dropping M&Ms on the floor. I don't even know. Look.
I just crammed the M&Ms into people's faces. That's how you get them to pay attention and get up there. Then you light them up. I did a bit where I go, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I'm selling Chinese food for my basketball team, 50 cents a bite. And I was on the subway and I was shoving lo mein in people's faces. And dude, people were like uppercutting the lo mein out of my hand.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
When you go into this shit, like, do you think like, yo, I might get fucked up? Like some shit might go down. Or like, are you ready for that?
Every single bit. Yeah, I mean,
do you like train like MMA and shit? Like just to be ready?
I would get my ass kicked every single time. I mean, I just push people to a point where they're about to kick my ass, and then I kind of like dial back, and then I push them and dial back, and but it gets intense. It sucks.
I love it. I love it.
I just know it's going to be funny in the editing bay, but in the moment, it's fucking terrifying.
Listen, that's why you were the king of what you do, Eric. Yo, thank you for coming on the show. This has been a fun interview, and just chopping it up with you, man. Like,
thank you.
Whew, getting ideas, and we got to do something together, man. We got to do like a bigger sketch. This is just the beginning.
Trump.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, that'd be great. Listen, we're gonna make that happen. We thank you for being on the show, Eric. Everyone that comes on the show, especially our most illustrious guest, get a neon sign. What would you like your neon sign to say?
Oh shit, bukkake. No, I don't know. Golden crust.
Golden crust. Give it up for
Golden crust. Love. Yeah. Overpriced patties.
Golden Crust, give it up, big it up, Golden Crust. Yo, give it up for Eric Andre in the building. Burn it up.